from 2014. Mark Antony had won the naval battle off Alexandria in 30 BC, but he had lost the ability to flee the superior forces of Octavian. Probably Octavian wanted Antony to surrender to him so he could unify Rome, but Antony took the other option and suicided so as to allow the survival of his men and family, who would have been eliminated in the persecution which would have followed. Antony suicided on this day, and Octavian entered Alexandria, bringing it into Roman Republic and ending the life of Pharaoh's rule. But Antony was to get revenge on Rome for his death at 53 years of age. His grandson was Nero. It was 99 years later that Antony had his revenge. Nero had suicided, and a tribe of Gauls in Netherlands and Batavia had a leader who sided with Vespasian, who had eventually succeeded Nero. Gaius Julius Civilis is a stranger to written history. We do not know of his birth or death, but clearly he was able to claim some Roman citizenry through his name. He also led the Batavians in revolt and almost got France to declare itself an independent kingdom. But in betraying Vespasian and with divided followers, Civilis lost and sued for peace. Nothing is known of him after, but he probably changed the world. Vespasian tasked his son Titus to crush Jerusalem, which he did in 70, and Masada in 73. Today is Minden Day, the battle of being part of the series of fortuitous events of Annus Mirabilis of 1759. It happened in pre-unification Germany, and the belligerents were Great Britain, with Hanover fighting France with Saxony. The miraculous win happened when there was a mistake in orders, leading to a single column of infantry taking on the triple line of cavalry and surviving to win. One British General Sackville had been in charge of British cavalry and begged to be court-martialed over the allegation he had delayed their going to infantry support until it didn't matter. Sackville would later be a failure in the U.S. Revolutionary War. The result of the battle was that France was unable to launch assaults for another year. Horatio Nelson was born in the Annus Mirabilis of 1759. On this evening in 1798, he had one of his 3 stunning successes, this one at Aboukir Bay against France in Egypt. France had 13 ships of the line anchored and ready to broadside any who sailed in the seaward side. Nelson attacked at night from the undefended shore side. The results are telling. Of 13 ships of the line for Britain, Nelson lost none, but 218 killed and 677 wounded. The French lost 2 ships of the line destroyed and 9 captured, as well as 5,000 casualties and 3,900 captured. Napoleon was forced to flee Egypt on a small pinnace. Napoleon had intended to colonize Egypt. He decided to invade England. 7 years later, Nelson would have his greatest victory over Napoleon at Trafalgar. But until then, Nelson would be given great gifts from the King of 2 Italies and meet Emma Hamilton and her husband. There is a difference between inventing and discovering. On this day in 1774, Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen gas. In 1800, Britain unified with Ireland. In 1834, slavery was abolished in the British Empire. In 1894 began the first Japanese versus Chinese wars. In 1914, Germany declared war on Russia, and the Swiss army mobilized. In 1927, the Nanchang Uprising saw the communists square off against the nationalists, creating the Communist Party. People's Liberation Army, PLA. In 1946, Stalin had executed Soviet POW officers who had been co-opted to fight with Germans. In 1957, US and Canada formed NORAD. In 1961, U.S. forms DIA to coordinate military espionage. In 1966, Charles Whitman went on a shooting spree in the University of Texas. In 1991, U.S. President George H.W. Bush delivered a speech in Parliament for the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, in which he warned against Ukrainian independence. That's it for this day. If you come by this video at another time and you like it, like it. Also, feel free to comment and share. Spread the love. Be well.